work for them?
Why did he bring us over? Why he ain't bring the Chinese over? Why not the East Indians or the Arabs?
I don't know.
You see that? We're going to bring that up. Let me get Deuteronomy 28:1, 28:1, 28:15, 28.
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass.
Because Moses went to Egypt to free his people, God's people, the Israelites.
Yeah, I remember
Went
that.
into Egypt to free us from the Egyptians. He brought us out into the wilderness. I'm making it short, you know what I'm saying, because there's a lot of reading, but
Oh, Moses brought us out
he
to
brought us out. He
He
went to
did?
save us.
The white man didn't bring us out.
No, man.
We gonna explain what.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm
Brought
learning
us out of
something today.
Egypt, right? He came to Egypt and freed us. Brought us into the wilderness.
Let me get a precept for you, King.
All right.
The book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 11. Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtlety with them and brought them low.
Brought us low. Because when we first went into Egypt, we were not slaves. We were under Joseph. Joseph was the right-hand man to Pharaoh at that particular time. So we actually built up Egypt. Keep going.
With laboring in brick and made them slaves.
So after Joseph died, another Pharaoh took over that didn't know anything about Joseph or about the children of Israel, how great we were. So he made us to deal in slavery. He put us in hard bondage, rigorous work. So we in the wilderness. Moses was talking to us after he gave us the commandments. He said, what? Read that again.
Okay. And it shall come to pass,
Deuteronomy 28:1.
if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If we listen to the word of God, go ahead.
to observe and to do all his commandments,
To do all his commandments, that what?
which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations
He said he would set us on high above all nations.
on the earth.
Are we on top? Are we ruling the earth?
No.
Are we on the bottom? We struggling.
We struggling.
Week out.
We struggling.
All right, we're going to get that. Deuteronomy 28:15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But it should come to pass, if thou would not hearken
So if we will not hearken, go ahead,
unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
to do what?
to observe to do all his commandments
So if we don't listen and observe and keep these commandments, what's going to happen?
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
Curses. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing?
Curse is a good thing. No, bad thing. Bad thing.
That's right.
Bad thing.
That's right.
Bad thing. A curse is a bad thing.
Curse is a bad thing. I had to get it right.
That's right. That's
Bad
right.
thing. Bad
All right.
thing, girls.
So, bruh, for not keeping the commandments, we were what? Read it one more time, bro.
he said, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if we didn't keep the commandments, we would be cursed as a people. Cursed like how? Now one of the curses is which we are now. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how we ended up on the slave ship system.
Okay.
You gonna bring that up? Bring
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
it up. Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall bring thee,
And the Lord shall bring thee
The Lord shall bring thee.
That's right.
into Egypt,
Until what?
into
Egypt.
Egypt
When
again.
we were in Egypt the first time when Moses came to get us, what were we doing? We were slaves.
We were slaves.
Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
Slavery again
with ships.
with ships.
Okay.
Keep going.
That's what they want us to do.
Nah, they don't want us to know that.
They don't want us to know that.
They don't want us to know that.
Okay.
That's why they didn't allow us to read during slavery. Because if we read in slavery and read out we are the Israelites, they can't rule over us. Y'all understand that? So read that from the top again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into
The Lord shall bring thee. So he's talking to a nation of people. He ain't talking to one or two of us. He's talking to us as a whole. 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So he's saying exactly how he said it was going to happen is exactly how it happened. And you will never see your homeland because you don't even know where we come from. Where we come from? Anyone of us? Anybody know? Anybody know? Hey, bro, where we from? Where we from? You don't know either? Come learn. Take 5 minutes and learn something, man. We out here teaching our people who they are according to the Bible. Now, these humble brothers and sisters that stepped up and they realize who they are today. Who are we? Who is 12 tribes of what?
Egypt.
He said,
Israelites.
Israelites.
So how did we get over here as a people?
As the people.
Say it again, bro.
On the ship.
On a slavery ship.
Okay.
On a cargo slave ship. Where did they bring us from, though? We already left Egypt. Huh?
Africa.
Where about, though? Where is our homeland as Israelites? We're going to get that for you. Let me get that in Galatians, chapter 4 and 26. We're going to show. Huh? Learn this right quick before you leave. When the Israelite, and the brothers, we didn't break or keep the commandments, we went on those slave ships. Bring it out right there.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
But Jerusalem,
But what?
but Jerusalem,
But what?
but Jerusalem,
Uh-huh.
which is above, is free,
Is what?
which is the mother of us all.
That's the motherland. It's in the Bible. Your homeland is Jerusalem. Now, they got other people living in our land right now because we were being disobedient, breaking the commandments. So we over here in America, which you think is great, America the Great, which is actually...
So we broke rules over there?
He said we, he mean our
Still breaking.
ancestors, but God judged.
Of the ancestors, yeah.
Right.
We are those same people.
Yeah, we are.
But for being disobedient, we got put on these slave ships and brought over here to this correctional facility. They call Babylon the Great or America as you know it. And over here we being put in the correctional facility, prison as you know it, thinking
Yes.
that we doing
9 and 32.
living our best lives. But what's our homeland though? Say it again, brother. Jerusalem. That's right. That's our homeland. That's where we're from. That's what we're trying to get back to. Now how do we get back though?
I hope I don't be on no slave
How
ship.
we get on this slave ship? How do we end up on the slave ship? Hey, bro, before you leave, how we get out of this? How do we end up on the slave ship?
he didn't skip it now.
Get your brother a flag.
Yeah.
How we end up on that slave ship? How we ended up on the slave ship? Being disobedient. He broke the commandments.
Yeah, you can
so
do it,
how
yeah.
we get back home? You see that? It's
Oh.
that simple, man.
That's right.
Clap it up for that brother, man. All we got to do as Israelites is keep the commandments.
See all these brothers out here? What we all have common?
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 32.
We all,
But our fathers,
But what?
but our fathers,
Uh-huh.
which received the law,
Which received the law.
kept it,
Not the whole world, but our fathers. Go ahead. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Go ahead.
kept it not,
Uh-huh.
and observed not thy ordinance. And though the fruit of thy law did not perish, neither could it, for it was thine.
So our ancestors that came out the same lineage that we came out of these 12 tribes, they started to go off basically, not keeping the commandments. So we got to keep them going forward in order to get out of this condition. Because keeping the commandments is our knowledge and our wisdom and understanding. Now, what's the question you want to ask? What are the commandments? It's more than 10. You know that, right?
No.
Does it tell you to get married
Did they tell us to get married?
in the 10th commandment?
No. They told us to get married.
They don't tell us to get married in the Big 10.
They don't, for real.
So why we get married?
Get somebody that's name, I guess.
That means that it must be more than 10. That's why we got to open this thick book.
Okay.
It's more than 10 and this is your
So
history.
what Bible is that?
King James. It's in everybody.
Is it? I got a Bible in my I promise
I said,
you.
whenever you read the Bible
Yes.
and you all want to look at what how to identify a commandment,
Yeah.
is usually thou shalt or thou shalt not.
Oh, thou shalt not.
Right, correct.
Okay, because I got a big Bible in my bathroom.
It ain't holding up the sink. It ain't holding up the coffee table.
But it's holding up the coffee table in the bathroom.
Got
I
dust
put
that
those
thing
on
out.
those everything. I'm for real. But my husband go in that bathroom every night and every morning, and he reads that Bible. Because his mama was a golly, what do you call it? A golly
woman.
When she died, every page in the Bible was lying except 2 pages.
Right.
She read the Bible.
That's right.
She read the Bible.
This is our history book. Huh? The whole
You got
world.
I got chills on my. No, you done put chills on my arm.
Oh, praise
You
the
done
Most
put
High.
chills on my arm. I'm for real though.
Let me get my verse. Proverbs 20. Oh, praise. This is the day of refreshing for you.
Yes,
As we
it
learn
is.
Who we are. What's our purpose? Let me get that in Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24.
This is my favorite scripture. Go ahead.
Man's goings are of the Lord.
Say that again.
Man's goings are of the Lord.
Our goings are of the Lord. Go ahead.
How can a man then understand his own way?
Because you might have just came to the park. Hey, I'm gonna take my granddaughter.
I said I'm gonna take the kids to the park, and I passed by all the parking spaces down there. I said I'm gonna come down here, I'm gonna park. And I said, what are they doing on that corner right there? I thought y'all was taking pictures. Got some guys on the other end. I don't know what they doing. They got some burning candles or something down there. I don't know what they doing. But I said, no. Last week I said, no, I'm not going down where the burning candles at. Oh, they is. What they preaching?
The same thing.
Oh, I seen pots and stuff burning. I thought it was some kind of Buddhism and stuff.
No.
Oh, different group. Y'all got tears in my eye. You keep watching. Why you keep watching me?
I pay attention to you.
That's right.
You keep watching me. You got me. Can I have a paper so I can get these children to go play? I appreciate y'all.
But, yeah, bring it up.
Can I tell something? Oh, I'm sorry.
Bring it up.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. And it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the whole conclusion. This is why we out here.
Okay.
To teach our people what they don't know and what's required of them. Bring it up.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God. And keep his commandments.
And do what?
And keep his commandments.
Keep his commandments. For what?
For this is the whole duty of man.
It's the what?
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is our whole purpose for being here. It ain't just to walk around the park and have a good time.
But you know what? Something made me stop because I could have said, no, the kids want to play.
We just read it out to you. Read it one more time, kid.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord.
Our goings are of the Lord. Go ahead.
How can a man then understand his own way?
The Lord brought you over here.
The
The
Lord
Lord
brought
brought
me
us
over
out
here.
here. He bring us out here every Sabbath. Every Saturday.
I was out here last week.
We was on the south side last week.
Okay.
Can I tell something?
Yes, sir.
With the 12 tribes of Israel, like you notice. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I was stepping. You know, tribe of Judah. Okay, so with this whole 12 tribe, we're over here because as far as us breaking the commandments, think about when you were younger and you did something bad. You gotta whoop me.
Oh, yeah, I got a whooping. Ooh, got a
Okay,
beat.
so by us breaking these commandments, like we're still doing today, this is God dealing with us. He giving us a whoop.
Putting that belt on. We've been doing it for eons.
You know, we for some reason, a lot of us are still not listening.
Isaiah 52.
You understand? So
Isaiah 52.
the reason,
No,
what
Romans 13 and
what would your mother tell you the reason that she would punish you, whoop you after she kind of calmed down a little? She loved you, didn't she?
She loved, yeah.
She cared about you.
I might go hold on these cups. Y'all through with her?
Now see, God, even though we have all these people in the world, God views you as
Pick it up.
the Most High views you as a holy group of people. He has you on high from everybody else. He chose you and your girls. You understand?
That Deuteronomy 7 and 12. 7 and 6, then we're going to go to this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7. Excuse me. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 7. It's concerning our children. Okay? How you supposed to deal with youngsters, our responsibilities to them. Okay?
Okay.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently.
Teach them the commandments diligently, passionately, every day. Go ahead.
unto thy children.
Unto who?
Unto thy children.
Unto thy children. Go ahead.
And shall talk with them
Shall talk with them.
when thou sittest in thine house.
So when you sit around the house, it shouldn't be what's on the TV. You should be teaching them about the commandments. Relating everything in life to the commandments. See?
And when thou walkest by the way,
When y'all walking around the park, talking about the commandments. Now, we supposed to learn these things and teach them. And everything that they see, they should see commandments. Keep going.
and when thou liest down,
Before they go to sleep.
I'm making say they pray.
Keep going.
and when thou risest up,
When they rise up in the morning.
I thank God for waking me up.
That's right. That's right. Keep going.
and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
A frontlet is something like glasses. The commandments should be taught to our people where they can look at life and be able to focus to see what's right or wrong.
I need my nephew down here.
Huh?
I need my nephew down here.
We need all our brothers and sisters out there. Right? That's right. You know? But we're supposed to be teaching and keeping these commandments on a daily basis.
Okay.
It shouldn't be a day that goes by that they don't hear something about the commandments.
Okay.
Because the commandments is going to, basically, we're going to live life through. Let me get Proverbs 17. Huh? Proverbs 72. Bring that. And then let me get that Deuteronomy 76.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Keep my commandments and live.
That's simple. The Lord said, keep my commandments and live, which is teaching the kids on a daily basis. That's one of them. Teaching them what, though? Bring it up.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6.
Uh-huh.
For thou art an holy people.
What's the word holy mean? What have you been taught it mean?
To be saved.
To be saved. The word holy simply means separate. Different. Read it again.
For thou art an holy people.
Be separate from everybody else on the planet. Be different. Be better.
Be better.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Uh-huh.
The Lord thy God has chosen
He
thee.
did what?
Has chosen thee
To do what?
to be a special people unto himself.
He said equal
To be a special people
unto thyself.
unto the Lord. Be special unto him. I'll get it together now. Keep reading.
above all people.
What the Lord say?
Above all people.
All people.
He
Be
didn't say
special.
You see that? He said we above.
Be above.
We ain't equal.
At the
We're
very
not
top,
less than.
all people.
Be above all people. Everybody.
We above, sis. That's,
Yeah.
That's what you got to teach them.
Yeah.
You can't raise them up to be damn African Americans or blacks because they gonna think in their mind they ain't above.
Yeah.
They gonna think everybody's the same. We all bleed red. We all breathe the same air.
Yes, we do.
You see?
Everybody.
What did the Lord say? Read it one more time.
God has chosen thee
Uh-huh.
to be a special people
A special people.
unto himself.
See that? He chose us out of all the different nations of people on this planet.
Bring it out.
He chose us to be a special people. Keep going.
Above all people.
See that? That's powerful in itself. If I heard that years ago, my mindset would have been totally different.
Okay.
It took until I was in my 30s to find out that the Lord actually chose us as chosen people.
Okay.
Keep going.
That's how y'all got together.
Everybody got their own walk of life, but yeah, we all ran into this truth as to
Okay.
who we are. And started searching out this book, searching out our history, our legacy. Go ahead.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Uh-huh.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number.
You see that? He chose us. We didn't choose him.
No.
You see, a lot of people will say things like, well, I gave my life to Christ. Or I believe in him now.
But he chose them.
He chose us.
Okay.
He died for us.
Us. Yeah.
He's going to come back to save us.
Bring it out.
He needs to come back to save us right now.
God.
He needs to
reading
come back
on
to
that?
save.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people.
Uh-huh.
For ye were the fewest of all people.
That's right.
But because the Lord loved you,
He did what?
because the Lord loved you,
He loved us. He ain't dealing with the other nations. He chastising us.
Yes, he is.
He beating our backs in.
He beating our backs in. Yes, he is.
Because he loves us. Well,
And because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your father.
not only is he a man of war, but a man of his word.
Huh?
He said, if you don't keep my commandments, I'm going to curse you.
I'm gonna curse you, yeah. So
Basically saying I'm going to punish you.
that's what he doing.
Huh?
Cause
Breaking his
when you look at the news, what you see?
Well,
We
it's
kill us killing each
Right,
other.
that's right.
Us kill each other yesterday. I mean, huh? Okay, excuse me. In the fridge, ain't no refrigerator out here, baby. When we go home, baby, it ain't gonna be no good,
Book
baby.
of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, chastenest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance.
So what he's saying is the Lord basically be pulling that belt out, spanking little by little until we realize that what?
Wherein they have offended.
They have offended until we realize that it's
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, it's
That
wrong.
he is our Lord. You know?
That leaving their wickedness, they may believe on thee, O Lord.
So I hear him chastising us, putting us through these curses. We're going to eventually realize and wake up to what's going on and who we're supposed to be serving. And that's what we're doing today. Still got that Romans 13:11.
I want to take the kids to play now.
All right, we're going to give you one last one.
Okay.
No, just one more after this. Now we'll end with this one.
Yeah,
Romans 13:11.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
And that, knowing the time,
Knowing the time,
that now it is high time
now it is high time. Now is right now. Right now is the perfect time. Go ahead.
to awake out of sleep.
Wake out of sleep. Whether we know it or not, we spiritually sleep out here. That's why we call ourselves African American.
okay.
Hispanics, blacks, colors. Right.
I hate it so I call color people.
Yeah. Right.
What color you in? You color too.
Can you read?
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Now our salvation is nearer than we could ever dream of. Everything that you see going on in the world is a direct result of our people waking up.
Right.
We got our brothers and sisters all around the world right now waking up to who
Right.
we are.
That's right.
Coming back to keep these commandments. That's why war is breaking out. That's why the economy is collapsing.
Yes, it
All
is.
these things are happening, and it's prophesied in the scriptures.
That's right.
These things must come to pass in order for us to be saved, for our salvation to come. So we invite you to learn,
Yes, sir.
check that fly out,
I will.
and learn and be able to teach them.
Okay.
Because you have to leave your mark on them.
Cause I keep them all. I don't have any kids, but
Don't let anybody teach you anything out of the Bible without them having a Bible to teach.
That's right. That's right.
thank you.
Because people say a lot of, got a lot of talk.
Yeah.
Some of it sound good.
But they be
did
the
today.
main one who come out of prison. They get saved when they go to prison. and come back
So to
and tell
prevent
you.
them from going, or any other brothers from going to prison, what we got to teach them?
The Bible,
The commandments.
the commandments.
That's right. That's right. So who are we as a nation of people?
From Israel.
That's right!
All right, sister.
That's right, sister.
I love y'all.
Hey, we love you too, sister.
Okay, come on, girls. I listened for a long time.
Hey,
All praise.
and these sisters over here, they love you too.
Okay,
That's right. They want you to come join them.
Okay, thank
All right. All right. All praise.